Alright guys, what is going on? We are back again with another Dokkan battle video, and today we're actually going to talk about when part 2 for the worldwide celebration on the global and JP versions of the game is going to start. So we're going to head over to the Dokkan Wiki to get all of our information over there and all that good stuff. So as you guys can see on your screen there, we started this campaign on August 25th, just a week ago. So a week ago we started the campaign for the worldwide. Let's take a look at some of the prior campaigns for worldwide celebration. This is last year, so we also started on August 25th, and part 2 started on September 8th. So if it's the same as last year, 2 will start in 1 week from today as this video goes live, and then part 3 is September 22nd. So an additional 2 weeks after each part comes out is when you will see the second and third parts of their celebrations. So let's just not go after last year's details. Let's go look at 2 years ago. The Frieza and Super Saiyan Goku celebration, also August 25th. Part 2 started on September 8th, and then part 3 was on September 22nd. So there is your confirmation on when part 2 and part 3 for the worldwide celebration will start, but that is not when the banners are actually going to be coming out. So we will get rid of this tab here and head over. Oops, we will take a look at this a little bit later, but we're going to go ahead and jump into the part 2 details of last year's celebration. We'll talk about everything that kind of came out. It's going to be probably very similar to this year's and all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and take a look. So we had the missions, and here is the Dokkan Festival and the legendary Summon Carnival banners that did come out last year with the Worldwide Celebration Part 2, and they actually came out on September 15th. So a week after Part 2 actually begins is when we will see our next banners. Still hard to say who is going to be the, my guess is going to be 2 legendary summon carnivals, but we don't know that for sure. We don't have confirmation or anything like that, but that would be very likely they're going to resemble the anniversaries, formats now moving forward, since we had 2 Dokkan Festival LRs in part 1. Most likely we're going to have 2 Carnival LRs in part 2. Being Sword of Hope Trunks is my guess for number 1, and then we will have a LR Rose for the second unit. But that's just my guess on the 2 units. I think that's mainly everyone's guesses. They could throw us a curveball and go Cell Saga for some reason and throw a Super Saiyan 2 Carnival Gohan and a Perfect Cell. Who knows? But my guess is going to be Sword of Hope Trunks and Rose. So they also came with, the ticket packs, the actual event to Dokkan Awaken, the Super Saiyan Goku and Super Saiyan Vegeta. We had more co-op campaign missions. The second part for the 50 special summon tickets was also out there. Stone discounts, and then there was another EZA for part 2 of the celebration. So we already had our 2 EZAs that just came out literally last night or this morning, as in the AGL Zamasu and the Tech Transforming Trunks. So that was our part 1 EZAs. Our part 2, most likely, and we'll just jump over here now, is going to be this guy. This guy is most likely the number 1 person that's going to be EZAing in part 2 of the celebration. That's just my guess, and probably a lot of other people's guesses too. But he did come out in 2018, so he is very due for an EZA. So that is my guess. He's going to get an EZA. Hopefully he is busted and all that good stuff, just like AGL Zamasu was. Sword of Hope Trunks wasn't as much. But anyways, let's get back to the details here. I don't think there's much more. So there was a new challenge for this part of the worldwide celebration, where you just basically fought a bunch of metal coolers, robots, and all that good stuff. Some new red zone stages were added, and what else was in here? Support for Extreme Z Awakening, Zenny Galore campaign. That's cool. Extreme Z areas for, the free-to-play units. And you had another Infinite Dragon Ball History, so we should be seeing all this for part 2 also. The only thing I should mention is we didn't have in part 1 of the Worldwide Celebration this year yet was a new Dokkan Battle Boss Rush. We could see that in part 2 is my guess, or part 3 at the latest. I'm assuming they're going to put one in there. So anyways, guys, let's go ahead and take a look actually at part 3 of this celebration from last year too, because there's going to be another EZA. So we'll scroll down real quick. There's there's not a lot more here besides the final tickets for the 50 special summon tickets and some more new missions and all that good stuff. But there was a new red zone missions and events, and they had their final Extreme Z Extreme Z battle, which came in the form of STR Cooler or Transforming Cooler. So there is going to be a 4th Extreme Z battle happening in part 3, and my guess it's going to be this guy here, whatchamacallit, Goku Black Super Saiyan Rose LR, which came out in 2020. So I think he's going to be getting his EZA for the part 3 of the celebration, but we will see, mainly because in part 1 of last year's celebration there was an LR that actually got an EZA. Let's see if I can't pull that up really quick. Let me scroll back up to the top of here and go to the part 1 details, because we didn't have an LR actually get their EZA in part 1 this year. Last year, they actually EZA'd, where is it? They EZA'd LR Frieza full power. So they did Namek Goku and LR full power Frieza in part 1 last year. We haven't had an LR EZA yet this year. I'm assuming part 2 is going to be Goku Black, the Int Goku Black, and then part 3 we're going to have an EZA LR of Rose. It all makes sense in my own opinion that that's what's going to happen, especially if they drop a Sword of Hope Trunks and a Rose LR Carnival banner on us. That's just what makes sense to me. So I believe that is what we're going to be seeing for part 2 and 3. But part 2 and 3 come out on, what I say, September 8th. So in a week from now, the part 2 celebration actually starts, but the banners won't be actually out until September 15th, a week later after the campaign actually starts. Same thing with part 3. It comes out 2 weeks after part 2 starts, but there will be no extra banner dropping in part 3, unfortunately, but that's just how it is, and that's how it's always been. I don't see them changing that up anymore, or from now on. They wouldn't change it up. So anyways, guys, that is going to be today's video. Just wanted to give everyone a quick breakdown of when the part 2 campaign was going to start for the worldwide celebration, and also part 3. So in 1 week's time, part 2 is going to be starting, and then a week after that we'll see the banners. We'll probably know who the actual units are probably in about 10-11 days from now, and most likely it's going to be Sword of Hope Trunks and a Rose Carnival LR. So anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see everybody in the next video. Peace, guys.